Okay. Alright, hey, hi, hello, welcome back, Alexandrian Codex. It's 11:17 p.m. on Friday, June 4th, 2021. I'm digging this song. Title is Kill Your Darlings by Abstraction. Great title name. Great title. Title name, really, Alex? Title name? It's a little redundant. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Bam. Border. There we go, and then we, Big me. Big me? Big me. Make sure I'm in focus. Oh, look at that hair. Look at that hair. Look at how it's slightly out of place. Unforgivable. Oh, God. Not go back. Go forward. Go forward. Go into the rest of the hair. Delightful. Delightful. So the backlog's over. Time to, strum some more of this. Oh, no. Is it outdated? It may well be. See me care. See me care. We here playing Stellaris. We're here to vibe and care as little as possible about our performance. Which, as I recall, we're in an interesting place. Technologically dominant, in terms of economy and power projection. We're kind of par for the course, right? Right. Oh god, yeah, there was this whole fucking war where I thought I'd get a vassal out of that war, but no, instead we just freed another human civilization. That last time I was trying to figure out why they did not want to be a protectorate, and still, because of the very cool and not at all annoying intel system, still have no idea why they would not want to become a vassal. Love it. Love it. Love when games obfuscate mechanics. Definitely not a problem. Definitely not irritating and frustrating. Nope. Very cool and not bad in any way. Just rad, really. Just rad. Do we have any more archaeological sites? What is this one? Hidden Worlds. That one should be fine. This is Sentinels. Okay, Sentinels. No, we're not fucking with Sentinels. That's on Spider. Land these armies. Land these armies and give it a good general, because we're in for some fun once these Sentinels wake up. Do 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 do. Oh, oof. Right, having a wildly genetically engineered species is kinda nice. Army morale plus 25%. Army damage plus 5%. Army damage plus 5%. Army morale plus 15%. Army morale damage plus 15%. Army morale damage plus 25%. I'll take it. I'll take it. Expansion. Okay. Well, this was my attempted expansion. Was freeing an ideologically sympathetic power that we could then form a protectorate on. Didn't really work out that way, though, did it? No, it did not. I shouldn't do that one. I should do this. Why didn't it work out? Recently liberated. Ah, of course. Yes, and when will that modifier go away? Game doesn't say. Great. Perfect. Love it. Sure do love having games not communicate essential core functions to me. As previously stated, I'm a big fan of the obfuscation, living in confusion. Oh, just every day of my life. Every day of my life. And having that extended to games, well, that's just immersion. That's just fun. Here we upload a scientist to Neurobank. Goodbye, scientist. Goodbye. You're doing science with God now. You're Uridite. Wait, all my humans should be Uridite. Are you not human? Oh, you're Kushan. Right, you look human, but you're not. Gross. Physics. The Hope. Yeah, actually, you are better than anything I have available. We have a lot of energy to throw away, so why don't we, I don't know, 10 of these. 1, 2, that's better, 3, 4, that's better, 5, 6, 7, actually, you're not the right species, 8, 9. There you go, you're pretty good. Research speed plus 10%. You are actually a better candidate than whoever the fuck I threw into there, and that means you can... Bohu? No. Bohu's still alive, you son of a bitch. Bohu is the asshole who threw the coup that got rid of our democratic ways, our egalitarian ways, I should say.
Our research has progressed.
Human refugees fleeing the interplanetary consortium of Amaka fleed on Prithvi. Why were there humans down there? They're just making their way through the universe. Okay, that's 5,000. That's pretty cheap. This is cheaper. This is worth getting, though. Empire Sprawl reduction is always nice. Yeah, let's ban the slave trade. Why not? Doesn't impact me in any way. Admin cap. I mean, we're kind of close. Admin cap would not hurt, but more society research. Oh, it's very nice. So let's go for that. I didn't really have that much of a tangent to go off of for this. Not a lot of filler. Really not. Had somebody very helpfully comment on recent YouTube upload that the resolution looks weird. Yes. I'm keenly aware of that because I play in 2560 resolution, ultra widescreen. But the default resolution for Twitch and I almost said Twitter, YouTube is standard 3x4 or 16:9. So that can create some hiccups. Essentially, either I have to play in a windowed mode of the game, making my experience a little less optimal so that it completely fills up for YouTube, or I can crop what I'm playing so you don't see the entire screen, and neither of those sound very appealing to me. Or I can just say, fuck it, you deal with the black bars on the side of the screen. And as far as options go, I'm a big fan of that one. Because mildly, no mild inconvenience for me. Like, visually there's a lot going on in a lot of the games I play, right? But if you were really here for the visual experience, I think you might be better off just playing the game yourself. Really, I'm a huge proponent of listening to somebody play a game or watching somebody play a game while playing it simultaneously, just for that feeling of companionship or feeling of playing a game together. Oh man, I've got to clean this keyboard. That B key is sticky. Why is that sticky? There's a cum joke, right? That's the obvious thing, but I think it was teriyaki. Is that right? Might not be, but I think that I got some teriyaki sauce on the keyboard, but I thought I cleaned it. I definitely cleaned it, but apparently not all of it. Oh well. Gripping narration, Alex. I don't care. I don't care. Really, I'm just applauding myself for not abandoning this series yet. Yes, that's right, for all 3 of you watching on YouTube after the fact. Hope you're enjoying it. It's interesting, right? My interest... interesting is such a useless, non-committal word. I should do better than that. It's, There's a confluence, right, of... I like this game, I really like these mods, but I've played this game too much. Really, just way too much. So I know what to expect, and I think I'm too good at it. The AI's too bad. There's not a lot of surprise or challenge left in it. It's like a very well-trodden relationship that you don't expect any growth or change out of. Now, some people take a lot of comfort in that kind of stability, but I have commitment issues. So if we're not doing anything new, if we're not exploring, if we're not growing, if we're not changing and becoming something else, if there's no surprises left, well, I find that very dispiriting. I can very quickly become self-assured that I know the meta, that I'm too well acquainted with the thing, that I know all the ins and outs, and there's nothing new or surprising left to experience, so I might as well move on. A big part of enjoyment of games for me is the surprise of the unknown, but at the same time, I don't want to mainline new games all the time. I like some of these having this comfy familiarity.
Our research has progressed.
So I definitely have not a love-hate relationship. Wouldn't describe it in such extreme terms, right? But I definitely have an on-again, off-again kind of relationship with Stellaris and a lot of Paradox titles. Like, there are times where I'm in love with them, there are times when I'm kind of burnt out, and I hate them. Again, hate's a strong word, where I'm tired with them, or, you know, better than that, where I'm done with them for the time being. See? That's a much better turn of phrase, because it doesn't explicitly imply any sort of value. If it's good or bad or right or wrong, just saying, you know, not for me, not right now. I am alive. I am alive.
Together we will build a brighter future.
I've been working quite a bit lately on the Victoria 2 mod, so I haven't been streaming a whole lot. I stream me working on that occasionally, and I record me talking about new features. Speaking of, I need to upload a more recent build to the GitHub for that, but honestly, what I do is just do iterations of playtesting through like 1836 to 1860 over and over and over again to see if it's playing right, to see if it's feeling right. And honestly, it's not right now. It's kind of frustrating. Because I know what policies to lean into for socialism. By the time socialism unlocks as a party, or socialist parties unlock in the United States, a lot of people immediately jump over to the Socialist Party, which seems, you know, working as planned. But it's a problem because one of the prerequisites for the American Civil War firing off is, I think, 40%? 45%? 40 in vanilla, I think, and 35% in HPM of the upper house of the United States is liberal. But if people would rather be socialist than liberal because of their material demands, then we don't get that 40%, even though we have enough of a body whose primary values are abolishing slavery. It doesn't tick that prerequisite, so I've been playing around with lowering that value or trying to raise the attractiveness temporarily of the Republican Party or liberalism, and it's sort of working. It's feeling like I'm having to work around the system to nudge the system rather than it holistically doing what I want, which is pretty par for the course in working with Victoria 2's systems.
Scientific progress attained.
Yeah, my mod is a submod. It's a submod for Historical Project Mod, HPM, which is an interesting mod for Victoria 2. It adds a lot of content and a lot of depth. The more I've been digging into their code, the more I've just been replacing their code because I don't necessarily agree with their philosophical outlook or their design plan for the game. They have a lot of unnecessary edgy stuff, like the ability to commit genocide they added into the game, particularly as the United States. They have the Back to Africa Act, which was never seriously considered, which is exactly what it sounds like, a federal mass deportation of African Americans back to Liberia. I seriously question the kind of person that devotes the amount of time necessary to make things in a mod, even a single event, that's that kind of racist and genocidal and sociopathic. You know, I take umbrage. I have pause when I'm reading through that. I'm like, this boy ain't right. There's some concerning stuff in here. Oh yeah, yeah. I've been following Victoria 3's development since it's been announced. I've been up to date on a lot of stuff. I can't. I was asked on YouTube if I'm gonna do my mod for Victoria 3. The honest answer is I hope that I don't have to, but I probably will still find the same niche. But there's not a lot of work I can do ahead of time on it, because I don't know what the code looks like for anything. I have, you know, some vague ideas, but nothing too specific. So I gotta wait. I can do some planning in terms of mapping out vaguely borders in 1836, but we don't even have a good province map of Victoria 3 yet, so I can't even start, like, arbitrarily assigning provinces or drawing up borders. I can use the, you know, EU4 map or Vicky 2 map to try to get a notion for it, but even then I don't even know what scale we're dealing with in terms of pops, in terms of 1 pop used to equal 4 population. Now it seems like it still equals 4. It's a family unit, but the way it's calculated is a little different, and I'm not really sure. Is becoming an Empire's Protectorate worth it? No. No. Almost never. Because being a Protectorate, they can integrate you at any time, and there's nothing you can do about that. Making another Empire your Protectorate, oh yeah, that's worth it. But signing away your freedoms is dangerous. I forgot that I started building Dyson Sphere. I'm like, oh shit, who's building a Dyson Sphere? It's you, dipshit. It's you, Alex. You're the one doing. Oh my god, look at that model size. Compared to this is actually fairly accurate in terms of scale compared to a star. Yeah, one of these has not had its scale adjusted as much as the other one has. Oh, 1600. We'll go for this. Protectorate is a technology thing, but you are also considered a vassal. Once you've researched a certain percentage of the technologies that your overlord has, you are no longer a protectorate, you become just a normal vassal. Protectorate is just a vassal with extra mechanics. The overlord does not have to wait until you are no longer a protectorate to integrate you. Yeah, it's pretty low. But it's pretty beneficial if it depends. Like, there are times where becoming a protectorate to a fallen empire might be worth it, so you can get bonuses to all techs and then be able to sneak up on them. But even then, the kind of payments you have to make as a vassal are pretty steep. The Oracle. Yeah, talk to it. Yeah. I forget the right course here. You'll aid in the administration of our empire. Yeah. That's the way I like this. Get the more admin cap. I don't know what to tell you. If you're doing worse than most empires, it's an opportunity to learn. I've never liked it, but that doesn't mean it couldn't work for you. It's just not for me. Minerals, actually, that's weird. I could actually use minerals. 2,400, 20,000. That's only 16k. Yeah, maybe. It really depends on, like, the difficulty. It makes me feel, like I shouldn't be giving advice when I'm like, oh, the game's easy. And folks are like, I'm having trouble with this thing. I'm like, what? I don't even know how I'd have trouble with that thing. I played, like I was saying earlier, I played the game too much. Yeah. I genuinely miss when the AI used to kick my ass. Empire Sprawl, how do you get around that? A lot of admin offices. A lot of admin offices. That or just focus really hard on research. It's tough. There's the incentive to just colonize as much as you want, but you can really easily colonize too much or claim too much and then just be stuck in the awkward position of like, well, fuck, what do I do now? That is tricky. What a weird planet. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Demeter, you still need more mine rounds.
Together we will build a brighter future.
Oh god, math. 9,000, 5,000, thank god. Save me from the math. I don't want to have to crunch numbers that much right now. 10k? 10k is looking like the cheapest tech I have access to.
Scientific progress attained.
Yeah, Empire Sprawl has been a very different creature depending on what build of the game we're talking about. When it was first introduced, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. Now, it's more just, like, inconvenient to have Empire Sprawl until you start getting to larger numbers like y'all are talking about. Then you start running into a few issues. I normally stay under the admin cap if I can help it at all. Just because I like having these be nice round numbers with zeros at the end. I've talked about this previously, apparently in certain competitive circles of Stellaris, and yeah, they apparently exist. The meta is to not click out of here. The meta is to take your bureaucrats and come on, thank you. Decrease the job priority, force no one to be bureaucrats, have them work other jobs, but then right before you finish researching a tech, pull all the bureaucrats back. That way the extra tech cost goes away. Finish the tech, then move them back to doing something else. Yeah, 4 to 5 planets is around the point, especially, you know, early mid-game. That's around the point where I start running into issues with admin cap, because you're not getting all these bonuses from, like, we're seeing here, colonial bureaucracy, planet bureaucracy, federal bureaucracy, etc., etc. All those techs haven't started showing up yet, and so you have to rely on bureaucrats. So, and you don't even have the upgrade, probably, for, your... I don't even remember what the tier 1 at the admin complexes are, but the tier 1 buildings. So you have to pop down a couple of those, and then they start using consumer goods, and yeah, it's a bit of a pain to keep on top of at that point of the game. But it gets easier as the game goes on. If you are wanting to take advantage of the tech of other empires, but don't want to put yourself in the risky position of being a protectorate, you know, keep in mind that research agreements are a thing. And, like we can see here, I'm benefiting from maybe getting 4 physics techs, 7 society, 16 engineering techs, and they get 46, 61, 36. So signing a lot of research agreements is a good way to... Yeah, it won't solve the problem by itself, but it can help you start moving in the right direction. Yeah, I don't like Gestalt because I find it too easy. And not even just too easy. That's not a flex. That's not like, oh, the game's too easy, I'm good at this. I'm okay at this. I put a lot of time into it, so that comes with the territory. But mostly it's just like, I like having
our research has
factions that are being a pain in my ass. As much as I, you know, have been whinging about not being able to get egalitarian to 20% support to be able to re-embrace it. I kind of like these odd twists of like, you motherfuckers aren't doing what I want you to do. It's a big part of why I like the Victoria series so much, is sometimes the game starts moving in a direction you're not expecting, and that's a lot of fun. And sometimes it all according to plan, and it feels diabolically good. I guess this, though that's not really necessary. What I play on really depends. Right now I'm playing on, oh god, whatever gives no bonuses, because I have Hemotep's dynamic difficulty mod on, which, as I mentioned in the past, if an empire is not at least equivalent in all 3 categories, or superior in 2 categories, they start getting bonuses stacked on. So, as I do better, they start getting more and more bonuses as it goes on. I don't know if I'd recommend it, though. I'm enjoying it, but I'm also feeling like it's a little too strong. My experience with Hemotep's mod in the past is that it's been very difficult once you start trying to take things seriously, once you start really building up power, because the AI can get very scary very fast.
Research has progressed.
This is useless. I'm never gonna use, well, okay, I'm probably not building Corvettes anytime soon. Never is a strong word, but I'm leaning towards never.
Transmission incoming. Discourse anticipated.
Sure.
Together
Sure, why
we will
not?
build a brighter future.
Don't feel strongly about that. That doesn't feel like it'll benefit us very much, because I'm not really lacking in anything. 20,000? 20,000? Yep, these are the 2 cheapest. Code breaking? Yeah, don't mind if I do. Yeah, consumer goods is a little...
Together we will build a brighter
Or,
future.
amenities is a little weird. The overlap of, like, the idea of amenities and the idea of consumer goods, I don't quite get the distinction between the two. I get that it's a design thing, but, like... Amenities represent planetary infrastructure and jobs dedicated towards fulfilling day-to-day needs of the population. Consumer goods are an advanced resource that represents various gadgets, luxuries, and goods necessary to give your pops a good life. So these are luxury goods, and these are necessities? But what kind of necessities do we have when things like infrastructure is covered by energy credits? Jobs are covered by jobs. I don't know what day-to-day needs mean, because we have your energy needs, you have your food needs, you have your stuff needs. These amenities like entertainment, then? Is it something immaterial? I understand why they added it as a mechanic. Man, I'm just stumbling with words. But it's a bit of an oddity. What is this? Am I gonna use this? Nope. Well, you want consumer goods. Go for it. I don't even build robot pops anymore. I know it's the meta, that they're very good because it basically boosts your population growth 100% to have biological pops and synthetic pops growing at the same time. I just don't care that much. Like, the game's not hard enough to justify going that hard on it. Like, the poor AI can't keep up. Like, I don't feel the need to punish the poor game. I don't know. That's just me. If I played with other people more, I might be a bit more competitive about it. But you fucking what? I hate the way the slave market works. Because you either have to keep this open all the time in order to grab something for it, or get lucky.
Together,
With pausing
we'll build
as
a
soon as that
brighter
notification
future.
pops up. How the hell... Okay, so... Someone we have a migration treaty with must have gotten conquered? Because, like... Imaka. Imaka, you're the genocidal slavers, right? We don't have migration treaty with you. I think we may have once upon a time. I honestly can't remember. Are you done with your bullshit? Nope, you still have the recently liberated thing going on. Ugh, gross.
Our research has progressed.
6,000, 8,000, 6,000 it is. So at some arbitrary point, this negative modifier will go away, and they will no longer be considered recently liberated. I have no idea how long that takes. And there's nothing... I can't see the modifier in here, right? Oh boy, love that. Guaranteeing the independence of No Name. Yeah, that's a... It's a very informative game, thank you.
Our research has progressed.
Corvettes... 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. This is technically less than 10,000. This is only about 8,000. That one's about 9,000. Yeah, let's go for the cheap one. What's this even for? Destroyers, won't use it. It's garbage. But it's free garbage. I don't care about that war. Well, it's not free, it's cheap garbage.
Scientific progress attained.
I'm hesitating right now because the Sentinel event, we're getting to the point where you can start having them invade. I don't remember how strong their armies are. I hope less than 5k, but I don't know that. The Sentinel, Stellaris, army, strength. Oh, it's only 2k? Nah, we'll beat it. No problem. No problem. This is a really shitty relic. Or archaeology event. There's nothing about this suggesting that if you choose the wrong choice, you get invaded by an army 2,000 strong and will almost certainly lose it unless you just happen to have armies there. That's really frustrating game design. Like, the game doesn't warn you in any way that, like, hey, maybe you should have some armies ready. By default, you know, garrisons are pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And would just crumble under that. And then you have to raise a whole army and go reoccupy it. And, you know, it's a whole thing. Oh, right. That's wrong. You need a gene clinic. You need a gene clinic. Okay, I was seeing these planets with only the ship shelter. I'm like, this should have something else on it. But for the life of me, I can't remember what. Right. Oops. Well, fixing it now. Yeah, like all of these that I terraformed, I completely forgot to put doctors on. That's okay. Oh yeah, assisting research is another great idea for boosting your research output. I don't want to risk a psionic avatar being bad. They can be good armies or okay ships, but nah. Transport ships are a necessity sometimes to take planets, but you really shouldn't build them unless you're planning to take planets in a war. Otherwise, they just kind of eat up upkeep.
Scientific progress attained.
Yeah, assisting research. I'm actually not doing a lot of it right now because I'm intentionally leaving a gap between our current science output in our potential science output. Just in case somebody got close to us. Somebody got close to us in science output and I might have to do a little boost. It's great because your scientists boost the output of a planet. It's like 20-something%, 15%. I think this is because Gilly's mod has its scale depending on the size of the planet. It's really good. It's really, really powerful to have these orbiting, and also it lets your scientists gain experience and level up, which is great for when they eventually replace your old scientists, so they can hot swap in, and you not lose too much efficiency because their levels have dropped. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Oh god, I don't really want a habitat. Yeah, let's do this. Advanced afterburners. Afterburners, I love the idea of them. Make ship go fast, right? Who could hate that? And evasion is pretty powerful, but all told, especially on larger ships, it's not worth it. Yep, nope, immediately gone. Also, we don't allow slavery, so that might be why I'm not able to see anything that enters the market. Oh, this is really good and I want it. So I'm just gonna take it. We're kind of doing the thing where I'm still trying to just pump out as much technology as possible. But at the same time, grabbing good techs when they show up is pretty nice. Relic zealots? You know what, we're doing it one. We're doing at least one archaeology expedition. Let's just speed that up. Space mining expansion is always nice. That boosts literally everything that you mine in space.
Scientific progress attained.
I recall the olden days when leader upkeep wasn't in energy, but it was in influence. Yeah, those days sucked. You used to have to make very hard choices about who you were keeping around and who you weren't. Psionic thrusters, I mean, I guess, yeah, we're doing the whole Psion thing, I might as well get the tech, but as I recall, those are not any better. They boost shield output instead of evasion, which is
build a brighter future.
Weird. Weird to me. Probably better on bigger ships. Okay, these are all starting to get pretty expensive. Not a bad thing. Hey, would you like to be a protectorate? No.
Our research has progressed.
Hey, open the Sentinel so we can reassemble it.
Situation log updated.
Then I get the situation log, and we'll finish that in a month. We'll disassemble the Sentinel. Will be like, kill me, let me die, and then all the other Sentinels will be like, no, that's blasphemy. And then we're just gonna kill them all, because the bonus you get from killing them all, I'm not doing Elgato Insight, hold up. That might be cheaper, but that's not worth it. The bonus you get from killing them all is worth way more than if you let them stay. If you let them stay, you get, like, some defensive armies that do nothing for you. Hear them out. What are you? Heaven. We need this land. You will vacate this land immediately.
Enemy troops have made
oh no, they're invading. Yeah, they're pretty fucking tough. They are pretty goddamn tough. What do you mean I only have a army strength of... This is gonna be closer than I want. Okay. Alright, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried. Why would you think that I'm worried? I can make clone armies pretty fast. Pump out a couple more superhuman. Oh, wait. Relics. Find military application, combat drugs. There we go. Armies get a little bit better because of that. Yeah. Ooh, we may lose this. Oh, god damn it. Alright, fine. I hate this event. I hate this event so much. Give me the Space Marines. Just give me the fucking Space Marines. I'm not happy about this. And it was kind of inevitable. We would eventually want to just convert our armies over to Gene Warriors, because Gene Warriors are far above and beyond the best. They're better than psionic armies. The only thing I think that can give them a run for their money are like some very specialized armies, but ooh, that's not quite right. The event where some random people contact you and ask you to help them to their home planet? I do not recall that event. Not specifically. I haven't seen that event in a while. There's some events in this game I've not seen in a long time, and I know they're still there. As a matter of fact, because I have looked at the code. I know it's still there, but wow, man, these precursor mechs are pretty good, right? Compared to assault armies. More damage, more morale damage, collateral damage is the same, higher health, and importantly, no morale, so not affected by morale damage. But then we compare them to the Gene Warriors, and they are just chumps compared to the Gene Warriors. God, it's nice to have enough money to just be able to do this. Hold up, I've been informed we have some normal humans in our empire. No, normal humans. No, get that out of here. That's near blasphemous. Oh, those are the gas giant gas species. Yeah, I only ever give them their first and second colony, and then I stop doing what they want, because the bonuses after that point are not that good. Begins the rise of the Manifesti event chain. Protests are springing up on Earth. Large and colorful assemblies have gathered in support of singularly frivolous issues, from the right to hold public dances inside financial institutions to which colors should be painted on defense platforms. Protests are not violent, but they are noisy. Some of the civic services on Earth have been placed under strain by the disruption. Same cannot be said for the general public, however, who, rather than being inconvenienced, seem instead to be enjoying the quirky demonstrations. I mean, weird, but not doing any harm.
Transmission incoming. Discourse anticipated.
Oh, you won an embassy. You done puffing up your feathers and acting like you're a real threat? That'd be nice. Keep boosting planetary growth. Hey, you don't want to be my vassal. Wait, surprise, surprise. Hey, Commonwealth of Deneb, where... No, not exactly what I wanted. Offer protectorate status. Because you are in a federation and I can't remove you from that federation, I cannot vassalize you. That stinks. Yeah, that little girl who accidentally got taken, she is a revolutionary lying about missing home so that she can spark off her revolution. If you just refuse to take her back home, the event chain stops. Yeah, that's the last one before the whole rebellion thing. Really, the rebellion isn't that bad. It's kind of like interesting, but the fact that you just keep getting spammed by the events and they don't do much for you, I think has colored much of the community against them. Just because it's repetitive and spammy and you don't get much out of it. It's not great. Manifesti. Protests on Earth have ceased almost immediately as they began. Rumors about their origin abound, however many whisperers speak of a group called the Manifesti. This enigmatic collective seems to be responsible for a number of provocative art projects in recent years. Subject matter every bit as suspicious. Spurious. Good word choice. Spurious is the issues we're seeing protested on Earth. Arrest them. Oh, dude, let them have their fun. This does not bother me one bit. Not one iota. Who died? Oh, our general died. We have such terrible luck with generals. They just keep dying.
Our research has
I knew I should have put more armies on here, but it looked like there was the 2,000 strength assault army plus a 2,000 defense. But instead it was just showing the same number twice. Oh, well, that's fine. I'll have to retake this planet. I'm raising the armies to do it. They're halfway done.
Together we will build a brighter future.
It's really weird with the gas people, with the gas species, thinking about them having a monarchy or a republic or, you know, a communist revolution, because they subsist on gas. They have no industry. They have no agriculture. They have no means of production to fight over. Like, a lot of our organizational, economic, political theory doesn't make any sense for them at all. Yeah, oh no, we lost it. Crazy, how could that have happened? Because this event's very overpowered and dumb. And I thought when it showed 2,000, that was a total of 4,000, but instead it was just showing the same value twice. It's my fault for trusting you, game. I should have done the math myself. Entirely my fault. My mistake. Shouldn't have trusted you. Oh fuck, I made some clone armies on that planet. Well. Oh well. Oh well. I feel the obligation to get through like 30 years, a few elections tonight, so I can work out the backlog a little bit. We'll see how much I managed to stick it out for. Nope, again, not that one. This maybe. Yeah, I want this, which I'm not using, more than I want habitats I'm not using. Okay, we have 8 ascension slots I'm not using. It would really behoove me to at least look at these, huh? Voidborn, don't want it. Synthetic evolution, don't want it. Nihilistic acquisition, don't want it. Become the crisis, it's dumb. Like, okay, it's neat the first time. Nah, not for me. So 8, huh? 12 total I can take out here. Colossus are cool, but they're too slow. Terraforming cost. Let's get World Shaper. No, I will want this eventually, so I can take everything and make it Gaia, but meh. Okay, yeah, no, don't care enough about any of these right now.
Our research has progressed.
24k. We're getting so close to repeatable text, so I can just click on. So we can start working with the mod that lets us choose the repeatables we want. Can I? Yeah, I should have built this station a long time ago. Still getting tons of refugees from our great genocidal neighbors. If you were in this position, a relatively egalitarian, xenophile power with unmatched technology, very powerful fleets, and you knew that right over here there were some people doing very bad things, you would probably want to intervene, right? But instead, I'm benefited by just sitting here and letting them force all of their alien pops into my empire. A subversive dialect has taken root within our art centers and educational institutions. Its origins lie in another project penned by the Manifesti. Linguists note that the so-called Uslerp speak, all words relating to our economy have been replaced with expressive grunts. More worryingly, its many and colorful insults all seem to derive from the names of prominent military figures. This has drawn formal complaints from the individuals' families. What kind of swift response would we have here? I do not give a shit. Keep an eye. People are saying words weird. We demand the government does something. Why would the government get involved at all? This is not in any way relevant to the organizational structure of our people. This is not the government's job. This is a cultural issue, not a social issue. Alright, boyos. Everybody go to Trappist, form up. I'll give you another doomed governor, and then we can try and retake Spider. Ah, yes. Alex, if you do a murder, how are you any better than Hitler? You're right. You're right. I should just stand around, let violence be done by violent people, and then peace protest anyone who thinks about standing up for themselves. You're right. You're right. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Portland City is planning on having training sessions for protesters for how to peace police protests more efficiently. You know, you cannot get a more clear demonstration of who you're working for and who you're benefiting by peace protesting than the police department paying for training for peace protest. It's just, you fucking idiot ass libs. It's so clear that maybe telling people they shouldn't fight back is a bad idea. But nah. Manifesti have revealed their most public exhibition to date. A new and extremely popular interactive experience on Pan invites visitors to manipulate reflections of images of themselves to create distorted collages of political figures, some from other galactic empires. Critics herald these pieces as casting a necessarily and harsh light. Somebody grammared up there. A harsh light upon our sense of self. The exhibition has also inspired a number of other satirical works, both on domestic issues and on pan-species relations. Debate amongst our social researchers, I can read, alright, is lively. More conservative voices urge caution. It is a bold statement, me putting on my artist voice from yesterday. 4K, 32, 20. Ethics say you repelled the genocidal menace. Politics say you've taken all the refugees, put them to work before you reconquer their former planets. Well, and then American politics is you take in some refugees and then wait 4 years to get involved with the conflict, then invade at the last minute, acting like you were the reason that the people resisting the genocidal maniacs were victorious. Then you secretly invite the people doing the genocide to come run your space program. Yep, do it the American way. Just be on every side of the conflict. Back everyone at the table, including the people who want you dead. Because, you know, what is that? Ferengi 34th rule of acquisition. War is good for business. Rules of acquisition. War is good for business. Also, haha, it's rule 34, right? Yeah, it's rule 34. It's weird I have a trust in law enforcement and government authority to an extent, or is that just an American thing? I think a lot of people are raised to have that sort of trust, but the more you start studying, and, you know, in the United States, our police are particularly bad. Generally, police can exert their authority, they can be abusive, you know, the whole who watches the watchman kind of philosophical quandary. But particularly in the United States, and we've talked about this before, let's see if I can find this classic little ditty. The United States police are more well-funded than any other military on the planet except for China. You know, our cops are particularly bad here in my nation. If you look at like the number of prisoners in the United States relative to our population, or relative to the amount of prisoners held across the globe, we are particularly bad.
Scientific progress attained.
Yeah, and if you're in the cultural majority for your country and you're well off economically, you typically have no reason to distrust the police because they are there to maintain your power. For the most part. I mean, there's some... Speaking broadly about this is kind of difficult because there's some cultural and nationalist variances here. Rumors that a new faction may be formed inspired by the so-called Manifestum. Its proponents speak of contradictory and bizarre causes, such as a free movement of rivers and greater personal autonomy for munitions. Existing factions complain that their own events are being disrupted by these manifests, whose spurious queries are interfering with everyday governance. I continue to not care. I continue to not want to root them out. This seems like it's somebody else's issue. Mr. President, these people are weird. Okay. Let them be weird. Not hurting anybody. Are they annoying? Sure, maybe. Get over it. Yeah. Saying that police are incompetent, that is always the case. That is always the case. Here in the United States, we have such a propaganda network set up in our media to make it seem like the police are real badasses and like really competent and always catch the bad guy. But they are pretty fucking terrible at their jobs. Like, as a rule, the cops in our country are really just good for hurting people, scaring people, and relying on other people to get the job done. I kind of feel like the fleet limit, I should go for... Yeah, I want this more than the other two. But the other two are purple, Alex. Yeah.
Construction complete.
Purple is a nice color. It does mean that they're rare, even if they're really not that rare. I still don't want the L-gate, so more torpedoes. Yeah, they're not incompetent in everything. You're right. They're pretty good at abusing their positions of authority. They're pretty good at corruption. Oh my god, the ships move so slow. I would just like to retake my planet, please. Please, game. Yeah, get another Ascension perk. Why am I focusing on the Ascension perks? I don't have a good reason. Like, I'm clearly not using them. It's a waste of time and energy to go for it, but... Me want thing.
Transmission incoming.
Hello.
Discourse anticipated.
I would love an embassy. Give me some of that embassy. Alright, Dyson sphere frame complete. Delightful. Let's slap some panels on that bad boy.
Together we will build a brighter future.
Jello. Okay. 40,000, 32,000, 24,000. That one. That one right there.
Our research
I will
has
take
progressed.
that. 16k, 10k. We're going for the 10k. There's no clear rationale behind what techs I'm focusing on right now because I'm not focusing on anything right now. I'm just trying to get as many cheap-ish text as possible to make our research score look higher, so that once these assholes get rid of this stupid recently liberated modifier, I can make them a protectorate and then work on integrating them. But that may not happen anytime soon. Okay, we have 2k strength. You would think that would be enough. Alas, it does not seem to be enough. Okay, can I get someone who's just, like, genocidally insane? Can I get a fucking madman? Wow, all of you suck. Congratulations. Give me a... Ooh, this one's cheap. Come on, give me a good general. I'm tired of phoning it in with bad generals. No. Get out of here. Oh my god, why? You garbage. Get garbage. Garbage? Trash? This is my life now. Trash. Trash. Fuck me sideways. Just let me. Thank you. Thank you. That's better. Butcher, army damage, army damage, army damage. Morale, and morale damage. Morale damage. Great. Carb. Ah, yes, good old General Carb. I've been the victim of General Carb a few times.
Together we will build a brighter future.
It's a sneaky foe. Why am I wasting so many energy credits? To get a slightly better leader, so that when I land these fucking armies, they don't all die. You know what? I made a mistake. This whole time I should have been bombarding my own fucking planet. If the garrison's only 1,946 strong, I should be able to take that, right? It says this army, right here, is 4k strong. Seems like I should be able to win. Well, Jimmy, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Okay, no, you two go back to Sol. I'm not bombing my own fucking planet. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to bomb my own planet. But oh, look. Even though we're supposed to have a strength of 2 to 1, we're down 2. 3. Yeah, we lost 3. 4. They finally lost 1, so we're losing at a rate of 4 to 1. So we still might lose this, and I might have to raise yet a larger army to finally finish it off. It is highly silly. Oh my god, we have so many fucking refugees. Welcome aboard.
Our research has progressed.
Please let me have my planet back, stupid event. 16, I see a 12. Let's go for the 12. Ooh boy, civilian repli complexes. I have not built a single thing boosting consumer good output, and I won't start now. Reverence for life. Oppose, highly oppose. No thank you. Oh shit! Tier 3 jump drives. I didn't even know this was a thing. Psionic jump drives are probably still better, but hey, it's red and fancy. Thought enforcement? Telepaths monitoring the citizenry for incorrect thoughts will make corrections as they find them. Oh yeah, that's dystopian. Minus 10% happiness. How does that make sense, game? Pray tell, wouldn't that happiness be corrected? I'm definitely not doing that, but that is cool. I like that. Xenomorph army? I guess, yeah, give me the totally not alien xenomorph armies.
Planetary workforce
Spider liberated. Bury it? No, Don't bury it. Investigate the entrance. You need a fucking science ship in orbit. Okay, now that you're done with that, get a science ship in orbit.
Our research has progressed.
Man, let this end. 24K, 2K, 10K. Spooter need job. Spooter not need job. Spooter kinda needs job. Spider kinda needs job. Why are we so short on amenities? Okay, well, throw a hollow theater on there. We shouldn't be that short on amenities. It's probably because of the devastation. Hey, can I... Not yet. Not yet. Alex, not yet. Can't make a protectorate today. Maybe tomorrow. You keep coming back. You keep trying to make a protectorate. It'll happen eventually. It'll happen eventually. It never happened.
Together we will build a brighter future.
Narrator voice, that was a fucking lie. 32K, 32K, 16K, 7K, 16K it is. I can't fuck with our politics at all, can I? No, God, the support for egalitarians down to 7%. No. The manifesti convolution is egalitarian. It's egalitarian, so if I embrace this... Baby, we're back! Egalitarian's back! We are egalitarian, xenophile, materialists, so we're no longer pacifists, but that's okay. Manifesti, you're okay in my book. You're okay in my book. We're back, baby. Get that meritocracy crap out of here. Workers' councils are in. We are, once again, a communal democracy. The communes are back in style, comrade. And all it took was one group of fucking weirdos. You can... Love the weirdos. Love the weirdo. Why are you not happy? Personal autonomy for munitions. Arcane for military vessels will be granted sapience and thus liberty of choice in the matter of their deployment. Heads in the clouds assert that technology research should be entrusted only to Visionary Council of Carefree Roamers. That's such a specific and very hard demand to make to reach. I love it. It would please the Manifesti Convolution to keep consumer goods production in a deficit, keeping our citizens free of what they call the ready-made scourge. Okay. This faction is the largest faction. What in the fuck happened? You got me, but hey, I can stop promoting the faction. I'm never gonna stop suppressing the fucking spiritualists. They get too many growth modifiers. Okay, well. Okay. We're back. The Congress is back. I'm thrilled to see this. How did it happen? Random events. The same way we lost it. The superhuman superiority movement. Listen, we don't need to recognize that that's a thing. The Sentinel was hiding a gateway. Yep, sure was. Give me the Evermore. The aliens will make excellent lab rats. And the other one is happiness. Yep, fuck the happiness. Give me the tech. Is Spider even good for tech? No, right? Yeah, I got arachnophobia. Not particularly, but now it is. Now it's actually pretty okay at tech. Ooh, that should just be upgraded, and this should be demolished, and yeah, you'll complain about jobs, but that's fine. It's weird I don't do slaves in Stellaris before, despite preferring authoritarian. I don't think so. I don't think slaves are very good. They haven't been good in a long, long time. It's too hard to manage them. In Victoria, too. they're bad. They're, like, very, very bad for your economy to have. Because people don't like immigrating to states that have slavery. They don't grow fast enough. And they don't pay taxes. People say a lot of things. People say that slaves are good, but also people are not... They're not always right. I don't know. There used to be some really... as far as I figure, if you're gonna do like a evil dystopian kind of run, you might as well just go hive mind, right? And integrate people into your hive. That tends to be way more efficient than slavery. If you're going for that that whole no individuality bent. Do slaves count towards literacy in Vicky? That is a damn good question. I don't remember. I don't. Oh my god. More refugees. More. Quickly becoming a nation of refugees. Well, that's a lie. We look at the numbers here in the laggiest menu known to man. Wow, we have a lot of Themlars. Look at this shit. Got like more than 100 of these bitches. You know what? You know what? You've earned a template. You have. You've earned a template. Starborn seems fine. Habitability plus 10%. Habitability plus 20%. Dang, you were like super habitable. Can I give you super extra habitability? Robust is plus 30. It's plus 20. Get that shit out of here. You're robust now. Is it good to have this habitability? No. No, habitability at a certain point is not good. And eventually, I'm gonna make all of our worlds Gaia worlds, so this is actually worthless. So let's get rid of it. Great attitude, Alex. Nomadic. Pop growth from immigration? Bad. Let's give them communal. Let's give them conservationist. Let's give them intelligent. Oh my god, we have 5 points left. Not intelligent. Erudite. And 1 left with 3 points. Oh, God. Very strong? Sure. There you go, bud. And what are we gonna call you? Themlar. Perfect. Apply template. This is the first non-human species I've genetically engineered.
Sith log updated.
And it's only gonna take 4 months. Hell yeah, welcome to the party. Reach into the shroud. Ooh, you want some ethic attractiveness? I actually do! Never mind, monthly unity minus 20%. Sure, yep, that's what I asked for, thank you. Thank you so much. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000. This? It's only 16,000. Integrating pops as a hive is a very efficient way to get, well, it's one way to generate threat as a, endgame crisis. I don't know about very efficient. It used to be a really efficient way of generating it, but I think they nerfed it? I can't recall.
Genetics respecialized.
Bam! Who's next? Who's next? The Tree Zoo. Yeah, you're overdue. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 variants. Nah, none of that. Create template. Gaseous byproducts. You make exotic gases. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Get that out of here. Serviles? You can't make leaders? I'm fine with that. I don't want you to make leaders. Happiness plus 10%? That's great. Tradition? Unity? No, we don't need unity. Conservationists? Great. Weak? Sucks. Get out of here. Make them communal. Less housing usage. I can't make you erudite. Because you're servile. A shame. Truly a shame. Conformist? Nah, don't need it. Charismatic? Don't need it. Live longer? Not really. Docile? Empire Sprawl from Pops reduction? Sure. Does it make you particularly good? No. Do you need to be? Not really. We still have 2 points to throw around. Okay, conservationists, you can go away, because I have plenty of consumer goods. I'm still thinking about conservationists. What else could we throw in here? I don't want rapid breeders. I would kind of prefer humans stay the majority. TBH. Let's give you industrious, because you fuckers eat rocks. Yeah, there you go. Apply template.
Situation log updated.
Yes, the great bioengineering project that's just gonna dead end with me getting increasingly frustrated at the increasing number of pops I have to genetically engineer in the future. Nope, still specialists. Okay. Once I made a mistake of purging species as a hive because it was new to the game and still had xenocompatibility on. Do you choose lag or everyone hating you? Ah, the Stellaris question. Do you do a genocide because the game isn't running efficiently? Or do you keep people around because it's more interesting and suffer because the game's not as well optimized as it used to be? Vicky 2 doesn't give a clear answer on the slave literacy thing. Didn't find anything implying that they don't count, so it's yet another reason why they suck in Vicky 2. I think that it must affect the literacy thing.
Species resocialized.
But I can't say I've done enough of a deep dive on literacy to really remember. Okay, you know what? We're just... none of you have psionic. Just a bunch of cyborgs. Whack! Whack! Well, okay, I'll still make a template, but you should feel bad. Rapid breeders, get that out of here. Natural sociologist, bad. Traditional, bad. Okay, let's give you Eurodite, conservationist, docile, communal. Now I got one left. Strong? I don't know. Rapid breeders, no. Charismatic? That's not bad. Delicious? No. Yeah, strong. Get that worker output. There you go. Cobarian Chorus? Let's, you can keep the fucking name. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Apply template. Bam. Boom. Go. So a lot of what I'm trying to accomplish here is reduce the amount of Empire Sprawl we're getting from pops.
Transmission incoming.
It's only like 10% here, 10% there, but it adds up. I don't even know what I just said okay to. Something popped up, I clicked okay. Oh well. Has anyone ever stuck thousands of pops on a single planet, given it independence, and then cracked it? I think so. Yeah, that used to be more of a thing. Making a world where you just relocate any pops that you don't like, any species that you don't like, and then cracking it, or just trapping them there. I've done that. I'm not too proud to admit it. I've done that. It's not something I do when I'm trying to play an immersive game, but it's, I have fallen into that pitfall before. Is Spider lacking workers? Are they? Nope. They are lacking a ruler job, so somebody's just gotta get demoted for this shit to work. Yeah, the hybrids are terrible. It was a cute idea. It doesn't run well. We've been at this over an hour. You mean to tell me we haven't gone through a single decade yet? When's the election, you bastards? Oh, no. By reforming the government, I think that I push back the election. Let's look. Yeah, that was 10 years ago. Alright, I'm putting in a cut. I'm gonna keep playing, obviously. But basically, we're doing these a decade at a time because I reformed on the wrong year and it reset the election timer. You hate to see it. So if you were watching on Twitch, I'm gonna keep rambling at you. I'm gonna hang out, no worries. But if you're watching on YouTube, this is it for today. Until tomorrow, I'm gonna say toodaloo. Take care. I'll see you then. I can't snap without my index finger, middle finger, whatever. Words are hard. Alright, get out of here, YouTube. Get out of here!